Hello, welcome to another US Geoguessr Professor video. I'll be playing another challenge today, another challenge from Shmoo Gaming. Check out their videos on YouTube. I've been really enjoying this map in particular, 100 biggest US cities plus capitals, with the state capitals thrown in there. It makes this map really enjoyable to play. And of course, I love urban America and no moving. So, been really enjoying this recent no moving challenge from the Catalyst and Chaos Queen over at Shmoo Gaming. I am excited to see where this takes us today. I am looking for a challenge. Hopefully, no moving will give it to us. Yep, that's what we got. We're in a random block. Lots of clues around us, though. Look at this old southern architecture. That's pretty cool. Florida plate, pretty obviously right in front of us. I believe another Florida plate down there. Lack of front plates on these cars. So I think it is safe to say we are in Florida. Springfield. Okay, Springfield. 904 area code. Huh. 904. Florida plates just everywhere. Huh. Well, my first thought on this drop was honestly somewhere like Savannah. This just has a very, antebellum vibe, a very low country vibe. I am not sure of the 904 area code. I do know that there is a Springfield, Florida. I do not know where it is, though, is the problem. And it would not be on this map. So 904. I think I'm gonna be focusing in on two places here. One of them's gonna be Tallahassee, and then the other one might be somewhere around Jacksonville. Little map meta. This is the 100 biggest US cities plus capitals. So obviously Jacksonville is going to be on this map. Orlando, Tampa probably for sure, and then a bunch of places down near Miami. Tallahassee, however, will also be on this map. Is there any way I can narrow this down just a little bit? SPAR. SPAR. Huh. I mean, I see Springfield. Where is Springfield, Florida? Is that a place? I think it is, but I don't really have time to scan. I do not think we are that deep into Florida. With this architecture, I think we are going to be either in Jacksonville, although I don't think that's where we are, or in Tallahassee. I think we have finally hit a state capital. Let's hope. Nope, it was Jacksonville. Okay, well, I narrowed it down. I knew we were in one of those two places. Oh, man, Springfield and Jacksonville, huh? Why did I not zoom in on Jacksonville? Okay, well, Chaos Queen, wow, was thinking right along those lines. That looked so much like Savannah. Catalyst went Tallahassee, so tight challenge so far. None of us got Jacksonville. Wow. Similar looking foliage on this drop here. At the very least, lots of palm trees. Architecture, though, looks different. Looks a lot more California, that's for sure. Off this bin, city of San Diego, that's certainly helpful. I was getting those vibes. Not gonna lie by those street signs straight ahead to the south. Those are some San Diego signs. E Street, I believe. We're looking south. It looks like we're looking south towards the water. If I just get a bead, yeah, directly south. We cannot really make out the cross street. Maybe date or something like grape. Those are both streets in San Diego. Broadway. Okay, so we're near E and we're near Broadway, so I think we're in this area. I think we're in like Little Italy, north of downtown. Does that make sense at all? No, those are numbers. E would put us more down here. Yep, because there's Broadway. Okay, so I guess our job is to figure out how far east are we out Broadway. Something city looks like a 3-digit number. Can we tell east or west? E looks like, yeah, whatever street we're on looks like it's dead ending soon, though. That's weird. So could we possibly be somewhere like here? I think I'm gonna go more that direction than out East Street East, like here in Golden Hill, maybe, because kind of looks like we're headed down towards the water there. What? It also maybe looks like a single digit there, but it's very difficult to tell. It doesn't look like a word, though. First? Front? What is this road here? Kettner. It's not on Kettner. We would be able to see the railroad, I think. Here's E. Hi. It looks more residential. I think I'm going to go just at least a little bit out this way. 14th and E. I don't know. This is hard. I think I might even go a little bit more farther out. I don't know. Let's just plonk. Okay. Not bad. Catalyst, yeah, right there in between E and Broadway. He was able to read those street signs. Chaos Queen got San Diego too. She is leading. Seems as if Savannah was a closer guess than Tallahassee was last round. That was a hard first round. We knew Florida, and I was able to narrow it down to 2 cities, and then just lost the gamble. Looking rather tropical again. Operations, programs, or are we? Yeah, palm trees right there to the southwest. Bit of a difficult no-moving drop again. Well, I asked for a challenge at the beginning, right? And I think I got it. I think we get more Florida plates there. I think that's a Florida plate. I think straight ahead that one is as well. Although we're getting some front plates. On that car straight ahead, on that truck, 407. I think I can barely make out the 407 there. That is a Florida area code, and I want to say that is the Orlando area code. That's all I have to go off of now, besides the fact that we're in Florida. But look at the foliage. To me, this is more indicative of Florida than what we were looking at in Jacksonville. Jacksonville, yeah, I mean, my first thought on that was Savannah too. But this, I think we're a little bit more inland in Florida, and I think that we are a bit farther south. Maybe I'm just saying that, and maybe I'm mistaken that the 407 is the Orlando, but if we do some map meta thinking, if we're farther down, if we're not in Jacksonville anymore, because that was the 904 area code, I don't think I'm going to forget that now. I think we're just in Orlando. Also, in a previous challenge, we were right in the middle of South Orlando at that park, and this is just giving me a similar vibe, I think. Now, that street sign straight ahead, that does not make me think Orlando, because the street signs we saw in that previous round that I mentioned, they had blue O's on them for Orlando, and I don't think that's what we're looking at there. If I could see one of those, I would obviously be a lot more confident. I think we're just going to have to hope. I think that 407, I think the foliage, the Florida plates everywhere, I think this vibe is just what we're going to have to go off of. Yep. And we're in Orlando. Good. Chaos Queen Charleston. Wow. Rounds kind of very much looking like the Low Country there. Maybe Catalyst saw something that led him to Las Vegas there. We were, yep, in Orlando, pretty close to the central business district there. I was pretty close, but again, it was just very subtle clues there. Very subtle clues. Mulberry and Butler, National Civil Rights Museum. Jacqueline Smith in protest here, 32 years, 60 days. Wow. Okay. Somebody has been protesting there for 32 years? Jacqueline Smith. Wow. Okay. People there, that looks like she's wearing a Michigan State sweatshirt. That is not where we are, even though we lack front plates here. I know that we are in Memphis. We gotta be in Memphis, right? Because we're looking at the Lorraine Motel. I have never been here, but I know that this is where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. I believe in 1968. I didn't know it was on Butler and Mulberry, and this is this Jacqueline Smith protesting here. That's a sobering scene in GeoGuessr, to say the least. These street signs, wow, it's hard for me to talk about street sign meta, knowing where we are, but these are Memphis street signs. I learned them a couple months ago. They have the white outline, the all caps. If you're ever trying to decide between like Memphis and Nashville, Memphis and Knoxville, or something like that, those street signs might help you. But I'm not really sure. There is the National Civil Rights Museum. Okay, I was able to find it, but I wasn't exactly sure where it was in Memphis. It's very close to the river. It's close to the main train station downtown. It looks like they have preserved the Lorraine Motel as the National Civil Rights Museum. That's, well, I didn't know. That's really interesting. This is a really, really interesting drop for sure. Yeah, there's the actual museum looking northeast towards downtown Memphis. I'm not sure I have been in GeoGuessr. I've never been here IRL, but not sure I've been here to downtown Memphis in GeoGuessr, but I recognize those street signs. Don't let her Michigan State sweatshirt throw you off there. We're nowhere near East Lansing. We're right along the Mississippi River. Okay, Chaos Queen 5K'd it as well. I'm curious to see where Catalyst went. Somewhere to our southeast. Oh, Birmingham. That was my other thought for sure. I mean, if the National Civil Rights Museum were not in downtown Memphis, I definitely think it might be in, Birmingham or Montgomery, maybe Selma, Alabama. So not a bad guess there at all. Round 5, last round. Looks like it's going to be our hardest. Well, I had to open my big mouth at the beginning of the video and ask for some challenges, and we got some challenges in Florida, did we not? I think we are going to be looking at more challenges here for sure. Huh. Very overgrown in terms of the foliage, the neighborhood. This is a city that looks largely abandoned at least this neighborhood. This image could be at home in maybe Detroit, St. Louis, although those two cities do not look like this. I'm talking about how the residences are very sparse. They are very depressed economically. So where could this possibly be? My biggest hint here, looking directly to the west, is that I am almost sure this is an Indiana plate. You see there's like a blue and red flag taking up about the left third of that plate. We also, I do not think, have a front plate on this car ahead. It's difficult to tell because it's blocked. I don't think we have a front plate up here. So I believe we are in Indiana. Now, where could we be in Indiana? Both the capital and the biggest city of Indiana is Indianapolis. So I feel like that is where I have to think first on this map. If I was thinking Indiana, and if I got this scene, I think I would go somewhere in Northwest Indiana. Gary, Hammond, somewhere like that. But those, none of those are the 100 biggest cities. Now, could they possibly count as Chicago suburbs? Maybe, maybe. But I feel like my safest bet on this map is Indianapolis, and I have about 40 seconds to think. Where could this scene be in Indianapolis? The fact that we're on a straight east-west and north-south grid system is making me feel a little bit better about Indianapolis. I think I'm going to go somewhere around the fairgrounds, somewhere on the north side. This part of Indiana, I think, would look like this, of Indianapolis, rather. I think we're north side. Let's try. Yes, we were. Okay, that was a sketchy guess, but I was pretty sure we were in Indiana, and I think we could have the most confidence in Indianapolis there, just because of the map that we were on. If we weren't on this map, if we were just on like a nationwide map, 100% I would have sent Gary there, or somewhere in Northwest Indiana because there's not many parts of Indianapolis that look like this. Apparently, Riverside does. We were still north side, but I was a couple miles off. I feel very good about that guess. Chaos Queen went Jackson. Jackson would look like that for sure. But I don't think the foliage was quite as southern as southern Mississippi, and then that was an Indiana plate, but we got nothing on that one. Yeah, we did have a challenge. We definitely did. And Chaos Queen still pulled it out with a score, very respectable score on this map of 18108. Because we had a few hard rounds. Let's review. I did 23,572. I am proud of that. I nailed San Diego, Indianapolis, Orlando, and Memphis. And then I lost my 50-50 on Tallahassee, Jacksonville. If I would have picked Jacksonville, I would have been pretty close to a 25K, I think. But can't be angry at all with that. We were still in North Florida. Feel great about that, guys. Round one, that was the Florida round I was just talking about. Round two, I believe that was our one in San Diego. We had San Diego street signs, we had San Diego trash cans. Was the most helpful thing immediately. We were in Memphis near the Lorraine Motel in round three, I believe. Or was that round four? Yeah, we were in Orlando, round three, 407 area code, trees. That was the only thing that helped me, Florida plates. Then round four, Memphis. And then we ended in Indianapolis. I gotta tell you, let's take one more look at that. That does not look like Indianapolis, right? I mean, it certainly looks like maybe parts of it, but had I not gotten that plate, I don't know if there's any way I could have pulled Indianapolis out of this. Like I say, maybe Gary, maybe like Memphis again or something on this. But that last round, that one was rough. That one was rough. But thank you, Shmoo Gaming, for the challenge. I have pinned the challenge link as the pinned comment in this video. So please play along. This was a challenging seed. I really had a great time playing it. Thank you for watching. Check out my other US GeoGuessr content and check out Shmoo Gaming's content on YouTube. See ya.